This universe is filled with mysteries humans couldn't solve up until now. These mysteries have sinister paranormal creatures along with them. On September 16th, 2022, deep in the shadowy woods, a group of army soldiers stumbled upon something no one would believe. They visited a site deep in the forest that people claimed as a place where a UFO crashed, but when they reached there, they encountered something far scarier than just a UFO. As they moved closer, a shiver ran through them. A pale figure, tall and thin, with a really big head and its eyes reflecting an unnatural glow in the dim light, though they were black. Was this an alien? Were they encountering a freaking alien on Earth?
Southeast approved, 6 Papa, thank you.
The soldiers froze as it turned towards them, emitting a low, disturbing sound. They couldn't shake the feeling that this was only the beginning of something far more terrifying. This wasn't just a ghost that they used to hear stories of. This was their next horrifying nightmare. Who would think that a simple visit would turn into such a terrifying encounter? With that being said, let's move on to our second paranormal activity. On April 29th, 2010, a chilling video surfaced from Picha, Oklahoma, showing what many believe to be a real goblin-like creature standing under a street lamp. This video was uploaded by a YouTuber, MonsterFish5000, which left people shaken because one couldn't look at it for a very long time. Only watching it could give you shivers down the spine.
Okay, dude, I swear, man, I saw something over there. He's got, like, I don't know, it looked like a man, but I don't know what the fuck it was.
It was walking around.
I don't know, this thing doesn't pick up shit. No, fuck.
The witness couldn't shake the sight. It looked like a man, but something about it was wrong and weird. Its movements were jerky, unnatural, as it circled in and out of the shadows, its form barely visible in the dim light. But what's about to happen will leave you on edge.
Fuck me. What the fuck? Shit.
The creature seemed to sense it was being watched, and it paused, looking straight into the camera before slipping back into the darkness. With such long ears and a tiny nose, was it a goblin?
Oh, fuck. I don't fucking know, man. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Every instinct screamed to get out, to leave whatever that thing was behind. Moving on to our third paranormal activity. On March 19th, 2022, two shadow hunters decided to explore the cemetery. They returned to the haunted cemetery with one purpose only: to find the woman in white, a demon who haunted two places at once. Splitting into two teams, they set out, each moving towards one of the cursed sites, the old graveyard and the portal to hell. But little did they know what was waiting for them there.
Tá, ó, a gente tá aqui, a gente vai esperar vocês chegar lá mesmo, aí vocês dão um toque.
Não, sim, a hora que a gente chegar lá, a gente começa junto, tá ligado? Melhor.
Tá.
Ó, galera, a gente chegou aqui agora, começamos a arrumar as coisas, né, gordinho? E olha aqui aí, isso aqui é novo, mano. Essa luz aqui nunca ficou acesa, você viu? Mas, mano, se for ver, vai até ajudar a gente, mano, a enxergar aqui dentro.
Ô, poltrona aí. Foi aqui onde o Yuri passou mal aquela vez, ficou ruim, mano. Falou que viu ela aqui.
Foi aqui mesmo.
Vou passar o K18. Vamos ver se vai acusar alguma coisa.
Ó o portão, ó o portão. Tá vendo? Ó o portão mexendo. Fechou.
Fechou, mano.
As the sky darkened, a strange light flickered, casting shadows across the cemetery. Yuri, who had felt sick here before, suddenly froze. He whispered, "She's here." The air turned heavy. Static crackled through the walkie-talkies, bringing frantic voices from the other team. They'd heard footsteps, and then she appeared, her white dress ghostly in the dark.
Ô, Thor! O que foi? O que foi? Thor! Levanta! Você tá bem? Tá aqui a lanterna. Sai daí, mano, sai daí. Sai, mano, sai.
Yuri kept his flashlight pointed toward the cemetery gate. He thought he saw a figure, but when he focused, there was nothing. Yet he felt a presence, watching, waiting.
Mano, faz o seguinte, vamos ter que ir embora, velho. Ó, que isso, velho? Mano, parece que é o walkie-talkie, mano, que tá fazendo isso. Parece que tá, velho. Oh! Mano, que grito que foi esse, velho? Vai!
Volta! Você tá bem, mano? Você tá bem? Vai! Sai da mata primeiro, sai da mata! Sai! Vai, mano, vai! Nossa, mano, que susto, velho! Que susto, Thor! Sai pra fora aqui, ó, sai pra fora! Fica aqui dentro, não, mano.
Onde que foi? Gordinho. Mano, que é isso, velho? Ó, minha lanterna.
Que isso, Yuri?
Then, out of nowhere, she appeared, a pale figure floating between the gravestones. Her white dress flew although there was no wind, and her head was tilted as if listening. Yuri's flashlight flickered, the batteries suddenly draining. The group froze, barely breathing as she moved toward them without a sound. Every step they took backward, she seemed to match, drawing closer, her face shrouded in shadows. A deep, hollow laugh echoed in the distance, but they didn't know there was not an open door for their return.
Mano.
Oi, que aí, mano?
Mano.
Que é aquilo, velho?
Ô, Gordinho, atira, velho!
Sai!
Atira! Atira, Gordinho!
Que aí, mano? Essa arma travou!
Sai!
Travou?
Sai! Sai, vai pra trás! Vai, sai! Que é isso, velho?
Tá trancando, velho?
Mentira, velho. Troca aí. Mano, quem que trancou isso aqui, velho?
Não sei, velho.
Tá trancado mesmo, mano.
Você bota a bala, vai.
Vai, bota outra aí.
Agora foi. Foi, mano. Vai embora agora, Yuri.
They tried to retreat, stumbling over gravestones and tangled roots. The walkie-talkie in Yuri's hand buzzed violently. "She's behind us," someone said, but when they turned, she was in front of them again, blocking the exit.
Mano, vamos ter que se... Gordinho.
Ela aí, Yuri.
Sai, Gordinho, sai! Vai, mano, vamos pegar os caras, vai! Bora!
They could see her outline, her face still hidden and her presence eerily suffocating. It was like she was everywhere at once, no matter which way they turned. They knew there was no way out.
Ô louco, mano, ele voou, mano. Praticamente 1 metro, ele voou. Ele chegou perto da poltrona. Foi a poltrona, né? Ele voou, mano. Ele voou, do nada. Voou.
Aí foi a hora que ela apareceu.
Aí ela apareceu atrás da poltrona. Ela levantou a mão assim, tá ligado? Não sei se ela ia fazer.
Coisa, é a hora que ela levantou a mão.
É, mano, ela ia fazer alguma coisa pra gente. Aí eu consegui dar o tiro. Peguei a arma do Thor e dei um tiro. Aí ela sumiu.
Ó, não sei se foi coincidência, mano, mas foi bem na hora que você falou que deu o tiro. A gente escutou o barulho lá, tá ligado? No túmulo dela. E ela tá se levantando de cima do túmulo, mano.
Como assim, Yuri?
Olha, se levantou depois.
Na mesma hora?
Foi, praticamente parece que você deu o tiro aqui. A hora que você falou que ela sumiu, ela apareceu lá, mano. Ela começou a levantar do túmulo. Aí o gordinho pegou a frente, mano. Só que, falhou a bala, mano. Não atirava. Aí nós falou, vamos correr, mano. Nós não tem o que fazer. Nós foi sair de lá, portão trancado. Nós não conseguia sair. O gordinho trocou a bala. Aí nós voltou atrás dela, mano. Você é louco. Foi uma confusão lá, mano.
Então ela consegue, mano. Aparecer em 2 lugares ao mesmo tempo.
Ela consegue, velho.
Ô, louco. Eu tava falando pro Thor se ela conseguia ou não. Então a gente acha que ela não conseguia. Ô, louco, mas ela apareceu aqui, então ir lá pra vocês. Olha a distância que é, velho.
Rushing to their bikes, they sped off, hearts racing. Yet they couldn't shake the feeling she was still behind them, wandering in the shadows just beyond the reach of their headlights. As they escaped into the night, Yuri dared one last look back, and there she was, standing at the cemetery gate, watching, waiting for them to return. With that being said, let's move on to our 4th case of another horrifying paranormal activity. On April 18th, 2010, they thought vandals were breaking in, so they set up cameras. But just after midnight, the footage revealed something much darker, something they didn't expect at all. Out of nowhere, the shelf door swung open slowly, creaking, before slamming shut on its own. Shadows flickered across the room. They were shocked to witness these paranormal activities, but something far more sinister was about to happen. A wheelchair, tucked in the corner, began to roll forward on its own, moving in short, unsettling jerks as if someone unseen was pushing it. They watched the footage again, realizing they had captured pure paranormal activity, an eerie presence in their shop, moving objects as if playing a twisted game, leaving them with a chilling question. What was lurking there? What do you think it was? Even cops failed to figure it out. Let's move on to our 5th case. On August 17, 2018, in Delhi, it was a quiet night when this cop was on patrol. Suddenly, he saw something or someone standing in the middle of the road. Thinking it might be someone stranded, he flashed his car lights, but when the beam hit them, he realized he wasn't looking at a human.
Oh, काय सफेद सफेद रे
काची बता यार हम तो अभी देखा था काची जी बाबा
बे रुक 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 रुक
काची जी यार पूरा रोड में आज
आगे कर अपर डिपर मार तो क्रॉस होत बापा मन
किचन यार
अबे 2 है बे
Yes, these were ghosts, dressed in pure white. For a second, there was only one. Then, in the blink of an eye, it split into 2 figures, both staring right at him.
एक ही जन दिखा मतलब
अबे एक जन वो देखो वो ढालने देखो देख
हाँ बे चल बाबा दिवस लेट में चल भक्ति अब
अबे ही ढानात बाबा
चल 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 भक्ति बाबा रहन दे
रुक रुक रुक
नहीं,
एक जन
चल, चल, चल,
एक
चल,
जन
रहन दे,
कहा है
रहन दे,
रुक ना रुक ना
अरे रहन दे भैया मरना नहीं हम जाते हम
अबे देखना रुक ना
रहन दे बाबा दुए जन है ना मन कोई मतलब नहीं है मर मुरा जा
मन आज किसे आ गया बाबा
का मालूम बाबा हरेली भी है ना रात के घुमा था ना मन
कैसे 2 के 3 दिखते रहे
चल बाबा चलती रहन दे कांच मार लो चघा बाबा तुरंत
अबे चढ़ा 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 जल्दी चढ़ा
चल 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 भैया
अरे आते छेरे
अरे
With his heart pounding loudly in his chest, he felt trapped. It was clear this was no ordinary encounter. He had stumbled into something far darker, something paranormal. Knowing he couldn't just drive through them, he slowly reversed, the figures still watching, as if daring him to come closer.
चल बाबा चलती रहन दे रहन नहीं आना
करत का है मन
नहीं पता
अबे भागा 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 भागा
चल 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 बाबा
अबे दौड़त रे जल्दी कर मोड़ना 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 रे
हाँ ना रुकना तो कैसे मोड़ रहा हूँ
देख 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 नहीं दिखाते चल दिखा आगे जान दे तो अबे हवा अबे
चल बाबा चल चल रहन दे निकल बगर चोरी रहन दे बेकार है यार
अबे मन खेलत बाबा
चल बाबा चल चल
अबे
चल, चल।
फिर दौड़त बाबा
रहन दे बाबा चल निकलती कोई मतलब नहीं है
He didn't wait to see if they would follow. His only thought was escape, leaving the road and its ghostly watchers behind. With that being said, let's move on to our sixth eerie encounter. On April 21st, 2012, a violent poltergeist activity got caught on tape. He'd set up the camera, hoping to catch whatever was making those eerie noises at night. But nothing could have prepared him for what he catch. Suddenly, without warning, the sofa flipped completely upside down, as if an invisible hand had thrown it in fury. He barely had a moment to process it before the glass doors of the shelves started flying open and slamming shut over and over. It was as if the entire room was alive with some dark, unseen rage. His heart raced. He knew this wasn't just a haunting. His attempt to catch them on tape had only angered the spirits, and now he was trapped with something far more dangerous than he'd ever imagined. With that being said, let's move on to our seventh paranormal encounter. On September 27, 2014, in a secure site inside a police station, this cop was observing surveillance camera footage when he noticed something really weird. He stood there, watching in disbelief. A pale, ghostly figure floated up the chain-link fence. Then, without a sound or pause, it drifted through the metal barrier like thin air, disappearing into the shadows beyond. But the most possible explanation for this was considering it a spirit or a ghost. As he dared to breathe, the figure reappeared, gliding back through the fence with a chilling ease that made his skin crawl. This wasn't just a shadow or a trick of the night. This was a pure, unearthly presence, and no fence, he realized, would ever keep it away. On January 23rd, 2013, security footage revealed something that no one would have expected to witnesses during broad daylight in the hallway. This man just walked, and he barely had a chance to glance down the hall when it happened. Out of nowhere, a dark, shadowy figure seemed to take form, creeping from the shadows and just lunging at him. The security footage caught every chilling second. The man, helpless, then felt an icy grip pull him to the ground. He tried to claw his way back, but the paranormal creature had him. Slowly, he was dragged down the cold, empty hallway, his hands scratching against the door as he struggled. Was it a ghost or a demon? Just as suddenly, the dark figure vanished, releasing him as if he'd never been touched. Heart pounding, he scrambled to his feet, bolting down the hall without a backward glance. Only the silent, grainy footage remained, capturing a haunting, unexplained force that struck, then disappeared into thin air. Are demons dangerous for the human breed? Will they continue disturbing until they vanish from this earth? Let's move on to our 9th piece of footage for this video. On December 20th, 2023, King High School, this janitor had heard the stories, the whispers of ghosts wandering in the halls of Florida's King High School, built over an old cemetery. As the janitor cleaned up after a wild party, he tried to brush it off, but tonight felt different. A red balloon drifted through the empty classroom, moving as if it had a mind of its own.
You guys. All right. Just to, I don't know, let you guys know this school was built on a cemetery. I don't know if that helps my situation or not, but previous janitors that have worked here have tried to tell everyone that, you know, every night something happens, some spooky shit, I don't know, paranormal or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, I didn't really believe him until tonight. I was in here cleaning up.
He laughed nervously, but the balloon followed him, no matter where he went. "Do your thing, you stupid balloon," he shouted, trying to shake off the chill creeping up his spine. The camera captured every terrifying moment.
After some students had thrown a party, but what's been freaking me out is this one right here. No matter where I'm at in the classroom or what I decide to do, it just follows me. And do your thing, you stupid balloon. I got you on camera now, so let's just, see? That right there. Shit. Just ooh, okay.
Shadows flickered in the corners of the room, and a figure darted across the hall behind him. His heart raced. The balloon wasn't just a prank, it was a sign. Panic surged through him as he realized he was not alone. Whatever haunted this place was watching, waiting, and it had chosen him.
See, no. It just follows me no matter what. Ooh! No, I can't.
As he stumbled back, the balloon floated closer, almost taunting him. He couldn't escape the feeling that something dark and sinister was right behind him, ready to strike. Moving on to our last paranormal footage for this video. On September 20th, 2024, it was just another night for the cops on their routine bike patrol. Everything seemed normal, but then something happened. Something very strange to believe. One of the cops suddenly froze, his eyes wide and empty. He slowly raised his hand, pointing down a dark alley. No one knew why he was doing this, but they found their answers soon.
Você concorda com ela?
Já que ela não vai salvar os filhos delas, vocês vão ser levados junto com os filhos dela.
The camera followed his finger, turning in the direction he pointed. That's when they saw it. A dark figure, unlike anything they had ever seen, moved toward them very fast. It didn't walk or run. It rushed toward them with the speed of light, its shape twisting in the shadows. They all were panicked. They knew they had to escape, so they ran with chills running down their spines.
Que brincadeira?
Martin, o que você tá falando, velho?
But as they looked back, they realized something worse. One of their own, the cop who had pointed, wasn't running. He stood there, motionless, as if he had become part of the darkness. He was possessed. Whatever had taken him was beyond their control. All they could do was run and hope that the creature wouldn't catch them next.
Velho, corre! Sai daqui, velho! Vai! Eu tô vindo! Vai! Vai! Vai, velho! Vamos! Cadê? Vai!
Was it some paranormal creature or some other ghost wandering in the silence of that hour?
Você concorda com ela?
Já que ela não vai salvar os filhos delas, vocês vão ser levados junto com os filhos dela.
Que brincadeira?
Martin, o que você tá falando, velho?
As the chilling encounters unfold, one thing becomes clear. The line between our world and the supernatural is thinner than we think. Each case serves as a haunting reminder that the unknown lurks just beyond our sight, ready to challenge our understanding of reality. For more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video. Comment below which case you find the most terrifying. Don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications.